I'm going to show you a real good example of why I don't get any videos out during the summertime. Okay, so I am a self-employed owner-operator triaxle dump truck driver, right? That's a good gig for a responsible person. You gotta be diligent, you gotta be financially responsible, you gotta do what's required, which is work your ass off for way more hours than anybody wants to work in one given day, every day. So I'm minding my own business, pouring blacktop in a paver today, and this son of a bitch gets tore clean off the truck. Taillight housing, you know, check that out. It goes right here. Right? You can't probably see that. But here's the side. This side did not get ripped off yet. This is what the other side looked like this morning. You see the difference? This is why I can't work on like my M35 cab swap or my 85 Chevy restoration. You know, yeah, everybody's got to go to work, but I don't get to, when I get home, go work on that stuff. I got to work on this. This is the other side of if you wanted to do this, be your own boss and drive your own truck. You don't come home at the end of the day and work on your cool shit and mow the lawn. You come home at the end of the day, that could be 16 hours after you left the house. At 3 o'clock in the morning, you got home at 9 o'clock at night, and you ain't even punching out yet. You're gonna put 8 more hours into this truck before you go to bed, guaranteed. So I gotta fix this. The company that I was working for said they're gonna pay for it. They will. But when is the place that I'm going to take it do it? In August? Probably. And then what? I go to work the next day and the fucking paver tears that off again. So I got a plan. It's windy as fuck out here, so I'm gonna tear this side off too. I'm gonna get a Sawzall or a grinder, cut this bitch off before somebody tears it off and gets me all mad. So I got lights up here. These are brake, park, turn, just like those. They don't have reverse lights. These ones have reverse lights in them. That's a really nice light, actually. So what I'm gonna do, take these lights and I'm gonna put them up here. So I got all my functions on both sides. I'll have to run a wire up for the backup light. And then this light I have here is not the one I'm gonna use because this is a strobe light, but it's for reference. That's a surface mount, flush mount light. All you gotta do is drill one hole for your wire to go through where you wanna mount it, and then a couple screws to actually mount it. All right. I ordered some. They'll be here tomorrow. I'm gonna put one there and one there. That way they'll be down for the dummies that can't put their goddamn phone down for 5 seconds, that try to run into the back of you. You know what I'm saying? be down low for those dummies, and then for the dummies who are daydreaming, I'll still have these higher ones, which those are nice, because if there's a dummy ran into the back of me here, these ones up high will still tell the people behind us that we're in an accident, like stop, danger, look out. Now I bring inside, show you my trucks that I don't get to work on in the summertime. That's why I have a consistent video upload throughout the winter, because I don't work in the winter, okay? It's 11:30. I already went to town since I got home. I got home at 8:30 this morning. First freaking load this happened. So since I'm gonna fix it, they can pay me to fix it. I'm tired of my truck getting destroyed by equipment and then having to pay to have it fixed myself. So I'm gonna keep track of my hours, and I'm gonna submit a bill to them to pay me. Because I'm gonna do it right, and I'm not gonna charge 70 hours for a 3-hour job. So I guess let's get to it. I'm gonna gather up all my electrical tools and my Sawzall so I can cut that light off, and I'll be back. I'm not gonna film the wiring. The wiring's already done. This is what's left of the debacle from this morning. You see, we had, these are actually pretty cool taillights. They got the reverse light right in the center of them, right there. So I took those lights out of that and I moved them up here. So we used to have just regular trailer lights in there, LEDs, but still. Down here wiring, I still gotta tidy this up because I gotta put some clamps up here to hold this, and I'm gonna be bolting my mud flap right there. Probably hang it from some chains there. So it'll be down here. I kinda wanna get that in there. I'm just gonna show you them lights up there work. So you can see what those are like over there versus what they're like up here. Now, the paver won't be able to rip that off because it's not right here, like this one. So I'm gonna cut this one off and get all the wiring done just like the other side here, just in a minute. And we'll put them lights down there, hang the mud flaps by chains. I'll bring you back when all that wiring is tidied up. This side is done and the mud flaps are hanging. So what guys are doing is taking some sort of chain, definitely not this long, but some sort of chain, bolting it to their mud flap, bolting it to the undercarriage somewhere. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, I got the truck outside to work on the other side over there, but I got this. This is actually a lot better view with the bed up for the most part, but I got that wiring just how I want it. So I'm gonna bolt chain here and here, put a couple links in it, put the mud flap on it so it'll hang there. hopefully this video is moving along pretty quick. Right here, just ran my Sawzall through there and then down based on where the other side broke off. So I got a little bit of symmetry here with this. And then this is the piece that is getting caught on that pile of shit paver that nobody wants to take care of. So hopefully with this being gone now, all of this light box, hopefully that'll eliminate any problems with the paver. Now, I know what you're gonna say. Learn how to fucking drive. Eat my ass. Alright, so here's what happened. It's the beginning of the season. Paver's got these new keeper things. They're hard plastic or some guy. I don't know what the hell they're made out of, but they're hard. I guess they're designed to hold asphalt in the paver. Well, they're too high. So when this is down and the air's out of the bags, this fuck thing goes behind it. This ain't the only truck that this has happened to in the last week. So they can't tear it off if it ain't there, I guess. You know, I'm gonna continue working on this. I got to get up in here. A couple of welds in there that I gotta. A couple of welds up in here that I gotta. I don't know what I gotta do. Gotta break them welds. Probably gonna be a job for me because I don't have the strength of a paver. So keep going. America. Well, that'll work. Yeah, basically I gotta run this wiring back up here. Made it with this wiring. I got strobe power over here I gotta add to here for my strobes up top. There was one on each one of those stupid things. One didn't work, but they were tucked up in there so far you couldn't even see them, so I'm not putting those back on. But this is my asphalt bed releasing agent. It's kind of a nice setup. Now I got better access to it. That little triangle thing was a little bit in the way, but not bad. Now it's wide open. So I'm sure that'll get tore off. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the box back up in the air. Well, wait a minute. I gotta switch these lights yet, so I'll probably switch these lights, then I'll put the box up in the air and redo the wiring there. It'd be nice if I could get it done tonight. I got plenty of beer. maybe just stay out here and do it. Not working tomorrow because I'm still too mad. But I also got lights that I'm waiting for. They'll be here, hopefully. It said tomorrow, so hopefully the lights are down below will be here tomorrow. And I can hang the mud flaps, put them lower lights on for the next day and go back to work. Maybe they don't want me to come back to work. I was kind of an asshole, but I don't mind. Here's a shot of how ridiculous this looks without a mud flap on it. Oh, the center mud flap's still there. The center mud flap, I don't know for sure, but it's air-ride, and I feel like that keeps a little bit of the heat off the airbags, so they don't get weak and blow out prematurely. Hate it when you blow out prematurely. The wiring's all done on this side. I got everything marked out over here. I got the lights up above changed out. Is that lens dirty? So I got the lights moved up from down here. I got the other thing cut off. It's cut off exactly the same as that one broke off, so that's kind of nice. So we got stop, turn, park with reverts on both sides. That might be enough to satisfy the law, but I'm not the law. But what I know is people in cars, they're not going to see me, you know. They're going to miss all of this because their face is in their phone. But the other lights that I'm going to put down below are going to be there today. So right now I'm working on putting the mud flaps on. So what I got is, I actually had this length of chain, tink, 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 laying around the shop here. And I cut out, I wanted 6 lengths to give me, so I wanted 6 links long to give me the length that I needed for cushion. So when we're in the paver, it'll push it up and not try to rip stuff off. Well, the 6 links minus cutting 3 links in half to get the chain apart, it gave me perfect 4 pieces. That's never worked out like that before. So that's awesome. So what I'm doing right now, I got this mud flap marked. I got the piece under here that I'm gonna bolt it to marked. Where I'm gonna bolt it to, right there, that one. I'm gonna drill the holes in this, but I gotta get my tripod because the guy was only born with 2 hands. One is just gonna go right here where it was designed to go. I got 1/2 inch grade 8 bolts to hold this on. Because the paver was able to rip all this off of there, it surely could break a grade 5 bolt. And marked out there. Try to get it so it's not gonna hang cockeyed. this is looking a lot like how I wanted it to, so hopefully it will work the way I want it to. But there's the chains bolted on. The theory is, if you've never been part of a paving outfit, where you back up to the paver, start pouring the load in there, and they pave the road, you got two options when it comes to your mud flaps. You can create a thing to hang your mud flaps up so the paver don't get them. Normally, when you back in, the paver will push your mud flap up against your tire. As long as you ain't moving, that's okay. And then when he starts to push you, it actually rolls your mud flap up on top of the tire, which is a good deal. But sometimes they'll get pinched in the rollers that go up against your tire, and they'll just yank them off. It happens. Now, if you're like most dump truck drivers, we're a little on the lazy side. You don't want to get out and fold them up, create a hanger. Plus, if you're on a state job, you're not allowed out of your truck technically when you're on the job. So this is something people are doing because it gives the whole mud flap a little bit of wiggle room. I hope it works. Gotta take this off in order to get in there and drill. That's where I keep my releasing agent for blacktop. So I'm to the point I'm gonna put the box down, run through the lights, make sure I did everything correctly. My new lights came while I was finishing up here, so once I verify everything works on the back, I'm gonna move right into drilling holes for the new lights and tearing into that wiring. I probably gotta get in here somewhere. There's a trailer wiring harness right here. I ain't pulling any trailers ever, so I might just tear into that and use it to wire my lights down there. Here's the lights I'm going to use. They're surface mount, so they're flat on the back except for this little nub where the wires come through. So I just got to drill, you know, obviously you got to drill for the wires through, got to drill for the screws that hold it on. And you just gotta hog that out with your step bit, so you know, everything sets flush. So this will get recessed into your step bit hole, and then that'll set flush on the thing. These are gonna go right here, one there and one there, like I said, so the four-wheelers can see that. This area doesn't look like it's getting much abuse, like a little bit here, just packing some blacktop in there, but the paver won't come past here for sure. Most of the contact is there. This is actually clean up here as far as residual blacktop or something goes. It's pretty clean back in there. And I think it's low enough. These dummies will be able to see it. And also not interfere with anything else, like, you know, either tow hitches. If that goes way up like that, it'll bust it, but it shouldn't. So, and if it does it while I'm getting towed out, it's probably other things to worry about. So, I'm gonna do some drilling. This is like a 3/4 inch plate of steel right here. So hopefully it's not hardened or something where I can actually drill through it. You can see there's bolts through it, so it must not be hardened. So I'm gonna start figuring out exactly where I want them so I can put that recess thing. I might not have to recess that too much because it's got this little felt doodad, you know, keep some of the vibration out of the light, but they're LED, so it won't hurt them too bad. Well, it's nighttime, and I'm finally done. I cut half my finger off with my brand new pocket knife. I'll get to show you the final product here. Now that the sun's gone, we can actually see what's going on back here. Take this off. We're not returning these. So that's going to complete this project. That was kind of a grudge repair, you know. Contractor tore up the truck, so we just decided to make the truck so they couldn't tear it up anymore. Hopefully it works out. We'll find out first thing tomorrow morning, I'm sure. So quick video in the midst of the beginning of the dump truck season. Here is the leftover carnage. That's the one I cut off. And that's the one they tore off. Yeah. 2 days down. I'm not very happy about that. All right, thanks for watching. I hope this pissed you off as much as it did me. We'll see you next time.